morning, everybody. It's not morning, it's afternoon. So the forecast today was it was going to rain all morning, so I basically sat in my bottom all morning. Did a few bits on the computer, but just waited it out, and it's now 1 o'clock and the sun is out. It's a little bit overcast, but there's loads of gaps in the clouds. It's actually quite warm. I can see a bit of a heat haze coming off the front of the boat. So hopefully the rain won't come back and we can get going. So we're heading towards where we're heading towards Compton, and I think it's Cropredy. I think it's called Cropredy is where I'd like to get, because there's a shop and I could do with a pint of milk and stuff like that. So yeah, but if I don't make it, I don't make it. I'm not desperate for milk. I've got some soya milk, which is like long life milk, that kind of stuff. It's just a bit weird having chocolate soya milk on your Frosties in the morning, but it is what it is. And yeah, cracking on. I was watching a video this morning, Tales from the Swan's Neck, of his journey into Oxford. It looks mad. It looks absolute madness, and I may only go as far as Duke's Cut, spin it around there. I don't know. I'll make my decision as I get closer. Banbury didn't look any cleverer either, but yeah, I've got to go to Banbury, I think, because I think that is this boat's previous home before I bought it. So I think we're going back to where the boat used to live, in Banbury. So yeah, let's not be put off. Whether I'll go all the way to the end of the Oxford at Isis Lock, I don't know, because there's nothing you can do at Isis Lock, and from what I can see from the videos, mooring is extremely poor in Oxford. So I may just go to Duke's Cut, spin it round and moor up somewhere around there, and see how we get on. But like I said, that's a couple of days away yet, I would imagine. So I mean, it's what I don't even know what day it is. What day is it? I think it might be Monday. Let me have a quick look at the old... No, it's not, it's Sunday. It's Sunday, so I'm giving myself to the end of the week. At the end of the week, I'm turning around no matter where I am. Because bearing in mind, it's what, the 17th of September today. Is it the 17th? Hold on, let me check the calendar again. No, it's 19th of September. See how time flies by when you're on a boat. And if by the end of the week, it's going to be nearly the end of the month. And of course I want to get home as well, so that might take me the rest of October to get home. So yeah, I'm going to give it to the end of the week if the weather holds, and then wherever I am, I'm just going to spin it round and start heading home. I won't be disappointed, because it is so pretty down here that it's been a real pleasant surprise, actually. Didn't think you could beat the north for scenery, but I'm being sort of like proved wrong. So yeah, very happy. Let's see how far we get. So we're cracking on Compton and then Cropredy. I'm probably saying that completely wrong, but I can't be bothered turning the page of the map to look. So let's crack on. Colony of Native American Indians living by the canal. So I heard quite a funny one this morning about what CRT stands for, and obviously we all think it stands for the Canal and River Trust, but another alternative version is the cycle and running track, and it's basically a bit of a Mickey take, because a lot of boaters gripe is CRT seem to love to spend more money on the towpath than they do the actual canal itself. I think it's a fine line really, and I've not really come to any decision yet. You do see some things sometimes you think, just throw a bit of money at it, get it fixed. But you know, there is an awful lot of money spent on the towpaths, and we need the towpaths, but it does sometimes feel that these cyclists and running track people do seem to be more concerned about everybody who's not on the canal rather than the people that are on the canal. Canals were made for boats, so you know, let's maintain them for boats, and then everybody else can come second. It doesn't have to be a distant second, it can be an extremely close second, joint first if you like, but you know, you wouldn't have canals if it wasn't for the boats. So yeah, funny really, cyclist and running track, I like it. Boat going for an overtake. What is the rush, to be honest? But hey, you know, it's the sad thing about hire boaters. They are on a bit of a schedule sometimes. You know, you hire your boat for a week, and well, however far you get, it's going to take you at least that long to get back. So, and of course they want to enjoy the boat as much as possible, so they do tend to sometimes have a real heavy agenda on sailing and cruising, whereas us owners of boats don't necessarily have as big an agenda, because ultimately we can just do it tomorrow or the day after or the week after. They've got a week or a fortnight, and they've got to get where they're going, and then they've got to get the boat back. So I'm not knocking them for it, but it does cause tension sometimes between boat owners and hire boaters at the speeds they sometimes go, because they don't always follow the correct etiquette. So yeah, there's also some very good hire boaters. I've met loads. I was helped yesterday by hire boaters. They were fantastic people. You know, hired boats ourselves. So, but yeah, they are on an agenda. Well, we can see the farmer's hay barn there is pretty stocked up now, ready for winter. Got bales of hay in there, and I'm not quite sure what's in the black covered bales. Might just be grass, I don't know, but yeah, he's looking stocked up and he's looking ready for winter. Plenty of feed for his sheep and cattle. Looks like sheep round here. Seems to be a lot of construction work going on to my left hand side, and it's not, you know, diggers and everything, it's just there's lots of mounds of prepared earth and stuff. I'm just having a quick shufty in the book, and it could be in relation to HS2, which is a new high-speed railway that we're building in this country, and a lot of people disagree with it. I'm on the fence. Can you stop progress? Probably not. Should we stop it? Probably not. But we must endeavour to protect our heritage and our green space, because the green space is shrinking, and judging by what I'm going through here, it is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, there's got to be that fine line you know, progress is coming whether we like it or not. But we've got to be careful about how we do it. You'd imagine they'd had the same conversations back in the 1700s and the 1800s when they were building canals. Ooh, these monstrosity canals being dug all the way through the country, and I bet there was as much uproar back then as there is now about high-speed rail 2. So yeah, who knows? I think it's an inevitable. It has to be built. The country's infrastructure is, you know, was generated, you know, after the war, a lot of it. So it's 1940s onwards, and of course now in the 2020s, it is woefully lacking. And anybody who drives a car up and down the motorway will probably not disagree with me. So, you know, something's got to be done, and this is it. Section of canal, windy, lots of bends. You've got to be fairly slow around some of them. When you get under the trees and stuff, when you get into the shadow, it does get a bit nippy. That's why I've got my coat on, although I'm in a sunshiny section at the moment and the sun is lovely and warm. But yeah, very pretty, and this is just meandering round probably all the different hills and hillocks of the countryside, so that it stays the same level. It's great. If not windy, with windy canals you don't get very far, because you don't go in a straight line. So going a mile might take you 6 miles. As the crow flies, it'll be a mile. But no, it's great. I love it. It's fantastic. So guys, I'm going to cut this video short, and I'm going to continue the rest of this vlog in a part 2, basically because I don't seem to have done anything but yap all morning long. Not morning, because I didn't set off till God knows what time. So yeah, part 2 to be continued. So stay tuned, and I'll see you soon.